Sexual violence was just one of the many tools used by invading forces to terrorize Tigrayans into submission. We spoke to one survivor from Ganta Afashum in eastern Tigray that tells us that Eritrean soldiers came to her home late at night, demanding she tell them where her husband was.
It was on November 9. 5 Eritrean soldiers came to my house. They called me a junta and asked where my husband was. I told them I didn't have a husband. They saw my daughter and asked whose she was. I explained that she was mine, but that I didn't have a husband. They wouldn't believe me and kept asking me where my husband was.
The survivor says they then started to beat her and her daughter. She tells us she was coming in and out of consciousness but remembered the men taking turns to rape her.
One of them ordered the other to hit me, and he hit me on my face with his rifle, and I fell down. He told the others to leave the house and told me to stand up. He took my daughter away from me and threw her on the bed. He pulled my leg and I fell on the floor. I was not fully conscious at the time, but I remember 3 of them coming and raping me. After doing all this to me, they started to discuss whether to kill me or not. It wasn't even on a bed, it was on the floor. I was bleeding so much, but they all came in one by one to rape me. I haven't stopped bleeding since, and I can't control my urine. And then one of them turned and called the other one. He said, with the Halima, you're going to come again later and pay her a visit.
The survivor, like many others in Tigray, has not had access to medical care. Over 90 months later, survivors in Tigray have not been provided with any tools to help them heal.
I have issues with my uterus. I can't even lift a bucket of water, let alone work. Even now, I have to wear sanitary napkins. I can't work to feed myself because of Eritrean soldiers.
Thousands of women and girls in Tigray have been subjected to unspeakable violence by Ethiopian forces and their allies from Eritrea. Equally devastating is the impunity of these forces and the knowledge that justice is a long way off.